Tim, are we unmuted?
Chris, TDSN is live for the first time in 2024. We're sorry for the delay. We had all kinds of technical difficulties. New software for the iPad, the operating system, new software for the streaming platform, but here we are, live from Dublin, Ohio. We're back for another season with my fearless partner, Chris Huber, and tonight's special guest, rules analyst, Mark Letestu. You all know him, you all love him, with his Tim Hortons Canadian coffee. He's here to help us out, make us not sound like dummies tonight, Chris.
That's right, Tim. Quick pregame hit for all the fans at home. Your Columbus Capitals will be taking on the single berth year 2011 CCYHA Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets sporting a record of 2-0-2. Already played 4 games in on this season. Goals for 23, goals against 8. So stingy on the defensive side of the puck. Tim, wow. Capitals, as everyone who followed them up in Cleveland last week know, they had a nail biter. Second place finish in the Rock and Roll Cup, 1-2-1 on the season. Look to even up the win-loss on the season. We are about ready to get underway, Tim.
Excited for it. We're still a little delayed here getting our timer going, which I'll take care of now.
Starting for the Capitals, we have Colin Alexander, Ezra Betts, and Kalen Barnett up front, Peyton Dye, and Ruben Wallace on defense. Jackets pushing the puck out of the zone. Don't connect on that pass. We will have an icing, and Tim will be taking over play-by-play.
Thanks, Chris. We're playing 14-minute periods today.
Tim, we got a change on the defensive pairing here. Henry Mahaffey and Aiden Hughes. No forward line change.
So the puck travels into the neutral zone. The Blue Jackets. I'm going to try to refuse to call them the Blue Jackets. I have an issue with it. But it's CCYHA. They were playing tonight. Should be a fairly even matchup. And I know the boys they've got some familiar faces on the CCYHA team. Boys have played together in house hockey, travel hockey in the past.
You know what they say, Tim? You throw the records out in the CCYHA single berth year and the Capital Red team gets together.
Is that what they say?
They do say that. Many people are talking about records are being irrelevant when these two teams get together.
Can't disagree with that.
So something to watch tonight here, Tim. We do only have 5 skaters on defense for the Capitals. Wesley will be joining the team again on Sunday, but he is out for the next 2 games.
We'll have a defensive zone face-off here for the Caps. We'll let the clock correct itself here shortly. This is Peyton battling for the puck down here in the corner. Letestu tries to advance it. It's a defensive pair of Letestu and Dye here.
So I'm going here.
Oh, there we go. The Caps are advancing. Nothing doing. I know it's a little hard to see there for the folks at home. We set up shop by the glass because there's not great viewing angles here in this rink. We've got thick nets, we've got posts, all kinds of nonsense going on, but we'll do the best we can. This puck coming back down through the neutral zone with the Jackets advancing, but Peyton does a nice job of intercepting that right before he dumps it in to get a line change.
Oh, baby, here's something.
Nice shot by Mast.
So good,
fired it in.
Good forecheck pressure there by the Caps on the quick change. We do have Larson, Mast, and Boomer on. Wallace and Hughes on defense. Offensive zone face-off for Michael Larson.
Jackets control momentarily, but the Caps get it back. Now they maintain control in the offensive zone. Mast with another shot. Tried to go top shelf where
Mama keeps the cookies. That's right. We did have Mom's Cupboard was rated a couple times last weekend.
It's outstanding. Some nice shooting by the Caps last weekend, picking some different spots on the net to fire in. Should probably take the time to recognize you and Nick for doing an outstanding job broadcasting last week's games. Very appreciative of you guys doing that for those of us that couldn't make it.
Always a pleasure. Here we go. Got
So
something going here.
Back up to Huber. Huber over to Mass. Mass is going to chase it down. Tries to advance it in the offensive zone. He does, but the Jackets get it back. They gather it up. We're going to try to send it back in the neutral zone, but it's intercepted by Larson. Back and forth. Caps and Jackets trying to maintain control. Jackets take it back behind the net. Still have it through the neutral zone, but a nice stick check there by Mast. Good job by Huber. No call. Perfectly clean. Huber practicing some of that newfound football physicality that we like to see. We'll get to that later.
See if we can get it out here.
Nice job. I'm impressed by Michael Larson's play here so far. Really nice job with the stick.
Yeah, Mike had a good weekend last weekend. Tim. Real physical, strong on the puck. One of the more dangerous players up front for the Capitals up in Cleveland.
Jackets momentarily have control of it in their defensive zone, back behind the net. They're trying to get it up out to the blue line, which they do now. It's now into the neutral zone. Wallace fighting for it there. You'll notice our effort this year to try to use last names a little bit more because Chris and Nick mentioned this last week, I believe, in the final game. So many rhyming names. It's way too difficult. Haydens and Paytons and Aidens and so on and so forth. So the last few years I've been using first names, but I'm going to try to do a better job of using last names this year to keep it a little more clear for our viewers at home.
We got a Jaden in the net half the time.
You know what? Nobody's confusing anybody for a boomer, though.
Not so far. Oh.
Racer with a quick stick to try to get it out of the Caps' defensive zone, but they can't. So the Jackets maintain control here in their offensive zone. Now Racer sends it out through the neutral zone. And we've got no icing.
Line change complete for the Capitals. Sunkel, Racer, and Barnett on up front.
Hughes tries to flip it up over to Sunks. Back and forth battle in neutral zone. Now it's coming into the Caps' defensive zone. We're going to have Mahaffey down here, the agent of chaos. Trying to create some chaos for the Jackets offense. Now Racer's chasing it. He's racing after it. There's some pun intended there. And we've got a whistle on the other ring. The DJ also thought there was a whistle, but there was not. It was on the other ring.
Dublin's always tricky, Tim.
It's always tricky. These rinks are close together. There's a lot of open air between.
I'll let you know when you need to know.
Got Letestu reading this play with his defensive partner Wallace at the moment. Nice stick by Letestu to keep it from getting in front of the goal. Let's see if the Caps can get it out of their defensive zone. This will be Letestu battling here again. He's on the ice, but he's up. Nice little mini check by Wallace there. Huber has it back to the neutral zone. Tried to get it to Sunks. He's intercepted by the Jackets, and here we go again in the defensive zone for the Caps. This time it's controlled by Wallace. He's got his defensive pair Letestu, but he decides to advance it up through the neutral zone into the Caps' offensive zone, but it's picked off by the Blue Jackets. Now we have Mahaffey and Dye back here on defense. Currently in offense, we've got looks like Mast, Huber, and
Wesley.
Larson. Mast gathers it up, gets it over Huber. Boomer's going to try to take it down center ice. Nice little nifty move there. It's back behind the Blue Jackets goal. Well, the Blue Jackets lost their stick momentarily.
Yeah, it's going to be a hook on Boom.
Nice footwork by Guy to not advance it, but there is, as Chris mentioned, there is a delayed penalty currently happening. It sounds like it's going to be a hook on Boomer Huber.
Correction, going to be a slash. Going to be a slash on Boom. Knocked the stick away from a Blue Jackets skater there. Caps going to try their hand at the Upward Home Solutions penalty kill. Up first will be Colin Alexander and Ezra Betts. Aiden Hughes and Caleb will man the blue line.
So Alexander on the face-off. He controls it back to Letestu, plays it off the boards back to Hughes. Hughes is going to try to get it back up, and he does and clears it. Ooh! Puts it on goal, so the icing is waved off. Blue Jackets are controlling it here on their power play. Nice defensive play there by Alexander. He's also got Letestu backing him up. Caps control it again, send it the length of the ice. And another job of putting it right on the net, so no icing.
The old 14U penalty kill clear.
I'm not sure if that's intentional, but I like it.
Send it back, 3 for 3.
Again.
There we go.
Cleared it out.
Allowed defensive pair change. Mahaffey and Wallace on. Alexander and Betts stay.
Mahaffey plays it off the board, sends it back into the Caps offensive zone. A really nice penalty kill by the Caps so far.
Alexander will stay. Barnett will try his hand at the other forward position on the back check here.
Mahaffey controls the puck, backhands it. Tried to get it over to Sunkel. This is going to be a shot. Oh!
Beautiful, beautiful play.
That was a nice play by the Jackets. Pass right to center, quick shot. Not much that Santan could do there.
Nope, just nice job by the net front skater there, elevating the puck right over Jaden. So, Caps will go down early in the first period. 0-1, 5:30 remaining in the first period. Sunkel, Warden, and Racer will be on. Hughes and Dye on defense.
The Warden.
I like that.
Hughes comes down, sends it up in the direction of Dye and Racer. Puck travels up through the neutral zone, back into the Caps offensive zone. It goes on net. Jackets goalie covers. Whistle blown.
So Caps looking to reestablish some pressure here. Low on the shot chart thus far, only registering 5 shots. But we know 3 of those are on the clear there. So only 2 real high danger shots for the Caps thus far. We will get a line change. Larson, Huber, and Mast on. Mahaffey and Letestu stay on defense. 5:01 remains in the first period. Ooh, good shot by Boomer there.
Just less than 5 minutes to
2
go
shots
in the period.
in.
A couple shots on goal by the Caps. Trying to apply some offensive pressure, much needed. Some pretty decent size on the Blue Jackets, Chris. I've noticed they've got some big boys.
Yeah, pretty even size there.
Shot on goal there. I think that one was by Huber. And Mahaffey sends it back up towards Mast and Larson in there. Oh, good try by the Caps to try to. Mast on the ice. Caps still maintain control. Huber gets a hold of it. It's a nice job by Hayden Mast using his strength to get back control.
This could be something here.
In front of the net. Sends it back out to the defense. Letestu sends one in high. Stopped by a glove hand of the Jackets. And icing is waved off, so we continue. Jackets have it. Shot on goal. Stopped by Santan. Nice job.
So pretty good energy there. Trying to reestablish some momentum for the Caps here with 3:46 remaining. A couple shots on goal. Jaden stands tall there to end that sequence. We will get a full line change here for the Capitals. You'll have Alexander, Barnett, and Betson, Wallace, and Hughes on defense.
Puck drifting back into the Caps defensive zone, inadvertently deflected towards Santan, but he jumps on it, whistle blown. 3:29 left in the first currently.
So a lot of familiar faces around the arena tonight. These boys do clinics all over town together. They go to camps together. They play on teams from time to time. Colin Alexander facing the majority of his old team tonight here, so probably a little bit of extra pep in his step tonight.
Whatever motivation it takes.
Here we go.
Blue Jackets quickly had a threat on goal, but the Caps intercepted Alexander, who's got the puck. He's currently bobbing and weaving. Nice little pass over to Larson with a shot on goal, but it's stopped by the Blue Jackets goal.
Kalen Barnett on the shot there. We will get a full line change. We'll have the Warden.
All 5 skaters, including the Warden. Oh, hey.
The Warden, Hayden Sunkel, Racer, Letestu, and Dye. 3:07 remains in the first period.
Cammie Dye just ventured in, made a guest appearance straight from Huntington, West Virginia. Started from the bottom, now she's here.
We'll get a full breakdown of the Marshall women's soccer team here. First intermission.
So Dye and Letestu back on the defensive pair currently. Sunkel's going to take this face off. He's got Racer on his right and the Warden on his left. Sunkel's going to go after this one down behind the net. Nice job by Sunkel, skating in with a nice check to get the puck back. See if Racer can get a hold of this one. He's got Dye in to help.
Oh, baby. Just
another shot on goal from the Jackets.
Crept across the goal line there,
Tim. Get a hold of this one. They send it right back out in front of the net. Nothing doing. The Warden absorbs a check effortlessly. Sends it back out of the center of the ice up against the board. Jackets are going to send it back in. Nice stop by Santan. Sunkel
That'll be a
tripped.
Trip? Nope, guess not.
Not even called. Right in front of us and the official. Warden with a backhand trying to get it over to Racer. Blue Jackets have regained possession. They're going to dump it for a line change. Caps have it. Mahaffey sending it up to Mast. He's got Larson and Huber on his right. A quick stick check by the Blue Jackets stops that attack. A little flip by the Caps to try to get out in front of the net. Wallace has it. He's going to send it towards the net. Picked off by the Blue Jackets, and here they come. See if Mahaffey can shut this down. Shot on goal. Good stop by Santan, and then that one goes in. The rebound, unfortunately for the Caps, is deflected into the goal.
My goodness, I heard a whistle, thinking it was stopped. Once again,
other rink.
So, Capitals find themselves down 2-0. 3 goals on the scoreboard, now drop back down to 2. Alexander, Betts, and Barnett will come in. Letestu and Hughes on defense.
Jackets send up through the neutral zone. Letestu gathers it in the defensive zone, sends it back through the neutral zone to the Caps attacking side. We're now down to less than a minute to play in the first. Caps looking for some offensive momentum here. Hughes gathers it, and we start to gather it back up. It's Barnett. Sends it across the ice in the direction of Betts, who's chasing it. 30 seconds left in the period. Hughes steps up. Testu's going to gather this, take it back behind the net. Off the board in the direction of Betts. He's fighting for it in the neutral zone. Nice little pass by Barnett. Quick pass to Alexander. But again, the Jackets regain control of the puck. Currently have Hughes and Dye on defense. Aiden Hughes is going to flip it up into the neutral zone, and that concludes the first period.
Well, Tim, some good things to build on there for the Capitals. They do find themselves down 0-2. We'll turn it over to our in-game analyst here, Coach Mark Letestu. Coach, what do you see out of the first period, both good and bad for your Capitals?
Bad. Clearly
Mark
not enough shots.
Bad.
Not enough on net. Not a lot of pressure. Good, they're working hard. Boys are working hard, working as a unit. Just need a little bit more towards the net. Hopefully find some success.
Mark, what do you? Maybe I'm seeing something different, but we seem to have a lot of turnovers in the neutral zone going on. What are some contributing factors to neutral zone turnovers, and how do you prevent them here in the second period?
Probably an all day of school. It's probably the biggest contributing factor. These boys. Typically, they're not playing Friday at this time. It takes a little bit of time for them to get into it, but these boys tend to get better as the game goes on, and we expect them that the rest of the game.
All right. Well, thank you as always to our in-game analyst, Mark Letestu. He'll be back in the second intermission. If you have any questions for Coach Mark, go ahead and drop them in the chat.
We'll screen them. They need to be hockey appropriate.
They do need to be, I should say that. They do need to be hockey appropriate. So we'll start the second period here with Hayden Sunkel, Luke Warden, and Mr. Racer on wing.
We'll interview the other Letestu down there, the other hockey expert. We have two Letestus here that are hockey aficionados. Don't forget about it. All right, so we've got a face-off here starting with the second period. Let's see if the Caps can get something going here. Some battles going on in the neutral zone.
We do have a whistle here. Can't confirm it is on this rink, and it will be offside.
Tizzy Huber just found Cammie Dye, so she's happy. Big smile on her face. Living the dream. Oh, she's a Swiftie. Say hi to the camera, Tiz. Got a future performer there, for sure.
So no line change here for the Capitals. Sunkel Racer, the Warden, stay on.
Warden. Chris, have you been drugged to a Taylor Swift concert yet?
Have not, nope.
Right, well, that's in your future, just so you know.
Have not cashed in the 401k to pay for that experience yet.
Girls are getting older. They're going to start asking for those types of things. Aren't they, Cam? So the Blue Jackets are in possession of the puck here. They're sending it up through the neutral zone. Wallace tried to get a stick on it. He couldn't. Nice pass by the Blue Jackets, but deflected by the Caps. I think Dye might have been in on that. Maybe a stick by Santan. Shot off the glass. This puck is being chased by Dye. He tries to send it up toward the blue line, unsuccessfully. Intercepted by the Blue Jackets. A little bit of battle going on. Sunkel's fighting hard there with the Blue Jackets players. The Jackets still have control. Caps need to get this out of there. Dye fighting for it. Caps are not able to get it out of the defensive zone currently. The Blue Jackets are maintaining possession. Guy again sends it up towards, I believe that's Racer. To help me with the numbers here until I get used to this, Chris. You're like 3 games ahead of me on the season. Until I learn their skating styles. That's usually what helps me as I get a few games in, is I don't have to see the numbers. I can just tell the way they skate. Continues to battle in the Blue Jackets offensive zone. Caps are struggling to get it out. Blue Jackets actually doing a pretty good job of utilizing the boards to get it to one another. That puck is sitting right in front of the Caps goal. They need to get it out of there. And now they finally do. Larson up to Mast, over to Huber. See if Boom can get something going here.
No trip, there it is.
Boomer gets tripped, it's called. It's a delayed penalty. So we're going to have a power play. The Upward Home Solutions power play.
Upward Home Solution power play
is on its way for the Columbus Capitals. Let's see if we can get something on the board and reduce this deficit by half.
So we recognize the goalie here, getting our first up-close and personal view. Former Columbus Capital, Mr. Soma. Lots of familiar faces all over the arena tonight. Getting some last final instruction from our official there.
Larson on the face-off. Caps control back to Mahaffey. Over to Letestu, who sends a shot in just over the net. Back to Huber. Over to Mahaffey again. Jackets get it, but Caps keep it into the offensive zone. Now it's headed the other way. Big check by Huber. Some noises from Blue Jackets fans and loyalists, but no call. Boomer sends it in again. The Caps are going to get a line change. This is Mast fighting for it here. Barnett comes flying in, seeing if he can try to get something going. Couldn't quite. Alexander fights for it, keeps it here. Some Haffey chasing it down there. We'll see if Letestu can gather it up. Caleb looks up, sees what he's got to work with. Possesses a puck, tries to send it to the neutral zone. Blue Jackets gather it back up. Playing it off the board back behind the net again. About 15 seconds left. The Caps power play. A little shot on goal for the Blue Jackets, stopped by Santan. This one's going to go down through the neutral zone. This is the icing is waved off because of contact with the puck. The Blue Jackets goes down on his own. So back to full strength for the Jackets. Capitals gather this in the neutral zone. They're going to have to hold off and make sure they get back on the side, but they lose possession of the puck anyways. Barnett has it. Can't find anybody to get the puck to. Now he does, Alexander. Sends it back to the neutral zone. That would have been offsides regardless if they would have played it back in.
Waved off. Interesting.
Right. Icing was waved off. Sunkel has it. Again, can't get it into the neutral zone. This one does. Make it there. Racer falls over another Blue Jackets player. The Warden tried to pick it off. Nice shot by Sunkel keeping it in. He sends it in a goal and it's stopped.
Yeah, so physicality's starting to ramp here a little bit. 8:36 remaining in the second period. Hands are going up, bodies are going down. Sunkel will remain with his wing partners of Racer and the Warden, Letestu and Wallace on defense. Blue Jackets skater joins the game here, and we'll be back underway.
Probably something to be said about what Mark said at intermission, there's some sloppy hockey going on here. Maybe some tired 13-year-olds falling all over each other. See if we can sharpen it up and put one in net.
Problem
Jackets
here.
having control of it. Point blank shot. It goes in. Passed right to the center of the ice. Point blank shot right in front of Santan. They fired it in. Goal for the Jackets.
So, Tim, with 8:05 remaining here in the second period, we'll see how the Capitals respond. Right now, they find themselves on the wrong side of a 3-0 score. We'll have a full line change here. Larson, Huber, Mast, Mahaffey, and I believe Aiden Hughes. Mahaffey dumps that in. Oh boy.
Pretty nasty collision there with Mast and one of the Blue Jackets players, but everyone bounces up, so they're fine. Jackets are advancing. Good recovery by the Blue Jacket, or the Caps are in the right position, and it pays off. They gather back up. Mast gets it back up to Huber. Nifty little move there. Again, fires a vicious shot toward the net. Nice pass by Mast to get it back towards center ice where Huber is. Hughes fires it in, tipped, almost tipped in by Mast. Nice little play there by the Caps. They got a little something brewing here on offense. Or they did.
That'll be icing.
Until now. Icing's called.
Well, definitely a jump there, Tim. We're going to see a goalie change for the CCYHA Blue Jackets. Nice job by Mr. Soma there, stopping all 12 of the Capitals' shots. Settling in the net, Mr. Westling.
Mr. Westling, he's a big boy.
Does not appear to be any smaller than Mr. Soma.
He's going to take up some square footage there in front of the net, Chris.
We have an offside call.
Get a close-up look here of Mr. Westling. Wonder what kind of car he drove to the rink. Maybe a Buick?
Most likely a LeBaron. So Colin Alexander,
LeBaron.
Betts, and Barnett here on for the Capitals.
That's my first car, a 1983 Chrysler LeBaron, Chris. White with red plush interior. And it's sweet. Nice job momentarily by Dye keeping it in, but the Jackets get it right back out. Here they go, advancing. They're going to get another shot on goal, backhanded goal, and they put it in. Caps find themselves down 4-0 here in the second.
Yep, we haven't run out of time yet, but
we're going to need to put some goals on the board quickly.
Definitely going to need to generate some goals here to even this game up. So we'll have Warden, Sunkel, Racer on. Up front, we'll have Letestu and Hughes on defense.
Sunks will take the face off here. Looks like the Caps are going to control it. Letestu goes back, gets the puck, sends it in the neutral zone. The Caps are trying to keep it and advance it, but Blue Jackets regain control. Stick work by Letestu to stop the Blue Jackets advance. We're gonna have a whistle here.
Not sure if this is
something.
I'm not sure if this is offside or if this is. I don't think this is anything. I think this is offside. So I tell you, credit to the CCYHA Blue Jackets here. Generally, when you break it, get up to 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 lead, you start to see the pedal come off the gas. And I really haven't seen that from them yet, Tim.
They are not. They are keeping it aggressive. not giving the Caps anything to work with. Another shot on goal there. Not sure if that, I think I heard it hit the post. Here come the Caps trying to get something working here. Racer is headed in. This is Mast. Sends it right in front of the net.
Oh.
Nice pass by Mast to Sunkel. Couldn't quite bury it. This is Racer. Tries to back in. Another good shot there by Mast. He's putting in some work. Sunkel gathers it back up. He's thinking about trying to wrap around there, but the Blue Jackets cut that off. Let's see if we can keep the pressure on, but we cannot. Blue Jackets send it back down to their offensive zone. Mass goes down on the ice trying to get the puck back. Somebody lost their stick. That's who it was. The puck traveling back down. The icing was waved off. Let's see if Mass can get this puck back. Weaver battling for it there, loses his stick momentarily.
I don't think so.
I don't think that was
My
offside.
goodness, sorry for screaming in everybody's ears at home there. From this
Offsides
angle.
is the call.
I don't know, Tim.
Did not look like it was offside to me.
I'll have to put that in the comment box on the way out of the door. Firm disagreement. Offside. Called the second period, 4:30 remaining.
Larson is trying to keep it in, but goes back in the neutral zone. So Caps have to reset. They do. Huber brings it down in. He's fighting hard for the puck. Still fighting for it. Behind the net. See if we can get it back. Boomer applies a little check there. Jackets are advancing again. Controlling the puck. Happy down there.
Oh boy, we have time, bud.
Swing and a miss. Jackets start their attack. Coming out of the neutral zone, heading into the offensive area. A lot of bodies by the Caps in front of the goal, but not many out pressuring the puck. Huber sends it down. No icing because it's on net. Caps get a full line change. Barnett, Alexander, Mahaffey. There's a trip. Barnett was advancing with the puck and he was tripped. So I think that's going to be the call. Tripping. And I believe the Capitals will go on a power play.
Yep, we got an Upward Home Solutions power play here. Interesting in-game change we're seeing. We've got a changing of the lines here. So Hayden Mass is going to jump up on Alexander and Barnett's line. It looks like Ezra Betts is going to play with Micah and Boomer.
So Alexander is going to take the face off here. Blue Jackets control it, at least for the moment. Nice interception there by Mast. Caps keep it into their offensive zone. Now it goes out. We're going to have icing.
So 113 here, remaining in the power play for the Capitals. I'd like to see get a couple high danger shots here, Tim. Really start applying some pressure. Only 13 shots on goal for the Capitals today.
Alexander on the face-off again. Capitals control. Send it back to their defenders who fire one in right away. That was Ruben Wallace on the shot. Puck leaves the Caps offensive zone, so they'll need to reset. They do. Letestu gathers it up. He's going to send it down deep. It's a little delayed getting down to those pucks into the deep zone there, Chris. You dump it in, and it just seems like there's not a lot of sense of urgency to get to it. And shot on goal. Santan jumps on it. 41 seconds left in the power play.
Full change here. We'll have Sunkel, Racer, and the Warden. On defense, we'll have Hughes and Mahaffey.
Battle for the puck down there in the corner after the face-off. Little gaggle of bodies. Jackets come out with it. They're going to send a shot in toward goal, but that's deflected by Hughes. Caps fight for it. They do come up with it. Caps momentarily had it. The Warden had it. Now the Warden's going to clean house and just send everyone to the ice.
Yeah, I think Luke had about enough of that.
He said, not in my house. Shot by Aiden Hughes. On target, deflected by the goalie. Here comes Sunkel and Hughes battling for the puck. The Racer comes in to battle. Caps seem to have turned up the intensity here momentarily. See if they can maintain. I forgot to start the clock. I'll fix that here in a second. Some more physicality up against the board. Now we have a whistle.
I think we're just offside here. Yeah, I can't imagine. No. Yeah, let's just hope everybody gets up here. I don't.
Injured player for the Blue Jackets.
Looks like he is going to be okay. Good to see.
A little wobbly getting up there, Chris. I hope he's all right. Looks like he's okay.
Yeah. Clean hit from Racer there, just battling for the puck. Looks like he lost his edge.
Speaking of wobbly, that's the way I felt a little bit after being on the Bourbon Trail when I missed your weekend trip last week when you and Nick were broadcasting. I was a little wobbly from time to time.
What was your favorite, Tim?
My favorite distillery was actually Four Roses. I was impressed. Nice job. Really, really well done explaining the process of how bourbon is made. We walked right through the entire plant. Really nice job with the tasting at the end. It was awesome.
Any surprise winners? Something you hadn't tried before?
I was pleasantly surprised by some of the Russell's bourbons. Actually, I mean, I've bought them from time to time for cocktails and old fashioned, but they have some nice bourbons. I also wasn't aware that they were owned by Wild Turkey for some reason. I don't know why I missed that detail at some point in the past.
Nice couple saves here by Jaden Standen.
Also got to briefly meet Eddie Russell, the 90-year-old owner who's been the brewmaster. What is it called? It's not the brewmaster. That would be beer. The master distiller. He's been doing that for 70 years.
Feels like a long time. Yeah. So here's a gift for the Capitals.
Blue Jackets gathering it back up here. There's about 15 seconds left in the second, not the first. I got to change that period. Work out the kinks here. Less than 10 to go. So the period will end here. With the Capitals down 4-0 at the end of the second.
All right.
All right, so we'll just check the messages here, see if we have any questions for our in-house analyst, Mr. Letestu. Doesn't appear, so I'll go ahead and ask the questions. Mark, you find yourself down 0-4, 14 minutes left with a third period. What's the message to the boys here?
Usually it's just to try and build something. There's still 2 games on the weekend. You kind of throw the score out. And you're just looking for them to get a little bit more connected. If I could break down what's plaguing the boys tonight, they're not really playing as a unit of 5. There's 1 forechecking, 2 guys kind of hanging back. They're just a little bit disconnected, and that's why the game looks slow right now for them.
Do you see that kind of in all levels as the teams kind of gel from year to year? You get a little turnover. You got to build a little chemistry with the boys.
Sure, it happens within D pairs and lines. And it comes and it goes. The good teams keep it for longer stretches of time, and right now they're working through something. So it's just a matter of time and hopefully some patience on all fronts.
Well, seems like there's 5 individuals playing on the ice a lot, Mark, instead of just, like you were saying, acting cohesive as a team. So hopefully they can keep their heads up and start connecting with each other.
It's not from a place of selfishness or anything like that. Just sometimes when 5-man units get disconnected, things kind of slow down. You don't get sustained offensive zone time, and you feel like a lot of one and done, and I feel like that's what they're getting tonight.
All good lessons for the boys here early in the season. CCYHA always fielding a strong team at this berth year at this level. So Capitals will skate back out for the third period faceoff. We'll be starting with, I would imagine, Mr. Alexander, who generally centers this line. Oh, he does. He's just catching up with a few folks on the other team there. Mr. Barnett, Betts join him up front. We'll have Caleb Batestu and Aiden Hughes on defense.
Comeback starts with 1 goal, Chris. You need to get 1 on the board.
You know, the only thing more dangerous than a 3-goal lead is a 4-goal lead, Tim.
1 every 4 minutes doesn't seem so long.
Also a good point.
So here we go. Third period is underway. Caps will be defending the goal closest to us again, as they were in the first. Alexander goes down on the ice as he's sending it down toward the attack zone. Let's see if the Caps can crank up their intensity here and get some more shots on goal. That's the Batestu fighting for it there. Blue Jackets fight their way through it, but it's pounced on. Well done by Santan.
So we'll get a line change here. We'll have Sunkel, Warden, and Racer up front. Diane Mahaffey. Looks like the switching in the wing pairs there was short-lived. Not sure if we had an injury malfunction.
Maybe an equipment issue or something. Face-off goes to the Blue Jackets. This is going to be the agent of chaos down here, trying to raise some chaos for the Blue Jackets. Racer comes in with a check there. Capitals are controlling it here. The Warden has it. Back to the neutral zone after reset. Dye gathers it up, patiently waits for his team to get back across the blue line. Now he's going to take it.
Oh, boy. Almost.
A little uncoordinated there by the Caps. Trying to get back on side, get reset, but not quite successful.
I like that play by Peyton there. It was something pointed out on the breakdown that was provided for the boys after the tournament. The defenseman has the puck in the neutral zone, just being a little bit more patient, trying to connect on a pass rather than just sending it back in if they don't have to. So, right decision there. No harm, no foul.
Dye with the puck again. He's going to send it back down to the offensive zone. Sunkel's going to chase it, but the Blue Jackets gather it back up behind the net. Sunkel still applying some pressure there. It's going to go pretty much the length of the ice. The icing's waved off. Dye's going to gather it back up. Sends it back up in the direction of Sunkel, but the Blue Jackets pick it off. Shot fired toward goal. Blocked by Santan. Dye gathering it back up behind the net, sends it back to the opposite side of the ice. Racer going after it. Racer applies a check there. Mahaffey is tackled. Tries to get a stick back. The Warden sends it the length of the ice. This should be icing, and it is.
Yeah, so I don't know if I wish we could do replay here, but a really nice heady move by Henry Mahaffey on the back check there when we were going to collect the puck. It was 2-on-1. Him and Peyton were skating back there, but they were being challenged by a CCYHA forechecker. And as Henry saw that Peyton was getting it, he just did his best to just kind of get in the way, no interference, but just made the CCYHA skater slow down. Good veteran move there by Henry. Agent of Chaos lives.
Agent of intelligence on that play. This is Huber. Some nifty stick work again. He's trying to create something. He goes down the corner. The Caps maintain control for the moment. That's Hughes backhanding it back behind the net. Let's see if the Caps can get something working here. Nice pass back out to Wallace on defense. He's going to fire it towards the net. It's deflected. Aiden Hughes steps up on defense. Huber rolls it back to cover him at the blue line. The Caps get reorganized. Puck gets flipped up to the neutral zone, headed back towards the Capitals' defensive zone. That's a dangerous deflection there, but Santan steps out. Puck is still loose, though. Now Larson has it. Keeps his head up, gets it back up toward Huber again. He fires it on goal and stopped by the Blue Jackets goalie.
So 10:52 remaining in the third period here. As Tim mentioned, this is the first of a 3-game set in the showcase. Tomorrow, the Columbus Caps will be taking on the Mercyhurst Junior Lakers. And then on Sunday, I don't remember who they're playing. We will get the full breakdown after the game. Good shot by Caleb here.
Testu fires it towards the net. Capitals still have control. Another shot sent toward the net by Dye, but it's deflected. Now he's going to have to chase it down back through the defensive zone. This is Alexander skating with his head up, looking for the pass. Sends it up in the direction of Betts.
Ooh.
Offside.
CCYHA strong on their skates tonight. Pretty fast team. I would say they have toned it down just here a little bit in the third period. So Caps hopefully can jump on that and get a quick one here. Back in the game.
Alexander on the face-off. Blue Jackets control it. This is Dye, plays it off the boards in the direction of Barnett. Blue Jackets have it again. He's back into the Caps defensive zone. Jackets gathered up. They're preparing for a shot, but not allowed. Barnett with a check over there on the far side. Testu applying pressure here, not allowing the shot to get off. Nifty work by one of the Blue Jackets players. Now he's going to send it toward the blue zone, or the blue line. Oh, man. That is another goal for the CCYHA Blue Jackets.
Yeah.
Santan played it to the left, and then just a bad bounce, and next thing you know, it was a wide open goal on the right-hand side.
Pretty good puck movement there by CCYHA. You can see passed up a lot of suboptimal shots to finally get one. Just bounced right off Santan, and they had a net front player there to knock it in. So 5-0. Capitals look to build some momentum for the rest of the weekend here.
Ooh. Puck goes out of play, whistle blown.
Do it again here. We got Sunkel, Warden, Racer, Mahaffey, Wallace.
Warden chasing it down. He's going to get a shot on net. Stopped by the Blue Jackets goalie, whistle blown.
I have to say, CCYHA parent music choice tonight, just okay. Good, not great.
Just okay.
Just okay. Good, not great.
Hovering around average.
Yeah.
The Warden, getting tired of this jailbreak, decided to take matters into his own hands and fire one in toward the net, but unsuccessfully.
People are after this is in South Carolina.
Oh my. Blue Jackets continue to move the puck. He came in to try to level a check on the Agent of Chaos, and he wasn't having any of it. Here comes the Warden. Can't quite get to it. Blue Jackets gather it back up. Fight for the puck in the neutral zone. It's maintained by the Blue Jackets. Wallace tries to get it out. Sunkel goes cross ice over to Wallace. This is Racer. Tried to get it, but the Blue Jackets reacted effectively and took it back away. That's Mass who gathers it back up. Nice play by him for the Capitals. Caps are trying to regain control down their offensive zone, but can't quite get organized enough to do so. Nice shot by Aiden to keep it in now. Hughes again. Try to keep it on the blue line. Can't. Sends it to the other side to buy some time. Where Letestu sends it back into the offensive zone where Hoover's giving chase. Larson fighting for the puck in the corner. Hoover's going back in. Took a little bit of an awkward spill into the board, but bounces right up. Aiden Hughes. Got a whistle here for a trip.
Really?
On Boomer. Boomer is not in agreement with that call.
Admittedly, a little homerism here, Tim. I don't know that I saw it either. So, Caps will try their hand again here at the Upward Home Solution penalty kill.
I didn't catch last weekend, Chris, how the power play and the penalty kill both got named the Upward Home Solutions.
Well, we were
because
looking,
nobody else stepped up the sponsor, so we just
we
went with the default sponsor of the practice jerseys.
Yeah, the only current sponsor of the Columbus Capitals 2011 Red is the Upward Home Solution buying group. Is that buying group? Upward Home
Sure,
Solution?
let's
Yeah.
go with that.
So, plenty of sponsorship opportunities still available here early in the season.
It's a long season, plenty of opportunities. Contact Chris or myself if you're interested. In the meantime, if you've got a crappy house to sell, contact Upward Home Solutions, your neighborhood home buyer. Shot by the Capitals. Deflected by the Blue Jackets goalie. There's about 50 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Caps. Jackets bring it down here. Wallace tries to apply pressure. Oh, nice little pass by the Jackets right across the crease, but I think it actually went right in between Santan's legs.
It sure did. 30 seconds on the kill here. Jackets setting up.
Jackets setting it up again. We've got Letestu and Betts both back here. Betts has it. He's going to send it the length of the ice. That's going to be icing. 6:04 left in the third. Capitals just looking to get one on the board.
Oh, Sunkel and Barnett up front, Wallace and Letestu on the blue line. Hayden Sunkel giving some final instructions to Ruben Wallace here.
I think he said, hey, Ruben, I got a great idea. Let's score a goal.
That, and I believe he's going to try and win it back to the near side here.
Let's go, Sunks.
And he does.
He sends it back to Wallace. Well played out by Sunkel and Wallace. Let's see if Letestu can get to this one. He plays it off the board. Up to Wallace. Let's see if Sunkel can get a hold of this one. Sunks and Wallace fighting for it there on the board. It does make it out of there, but the Blue Jackets get possession. Back to full strength by the Capitals. This puck goes down behind the Caps' defensive side. Dye battled for it momentarily. Now Sunkel's going after it. Blue Jackets come out with it, send it center ice, but it's picked off by Dye. There goes Dye. He's got the puck. He's got Huber on his left, as well as Barnett. Peyton flips it up and over the net. And drifts back out through the neutral zone, but it's regathered by the Capitals. We'll be down to just under 5 minutes left to play in the game.
Aiden Hughes with another nice offensive take there, stepping up from his defensive position. I like seeing this out of Aiden.
Here come the Blue Jackets with Mahaffey and Hughes back. Shot on goal. Santan with the stop, so the whistle's blown. 4:39 left.
So we'll have Warden, Alexander, Racer, Wallace, and Mahaffey will stay.
Alexander on the face-off. It goes in the favor of the Blue Jackets who get an immediate shot on goal.
Ruben introducing himself to the net front player of the CCYHA Jackets there.
As we always said last year, exchanging Fortnite screen names.
I think the boys are moved on to Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
What pleasantries.
Agent of
boys
Chaos,
all on
just
stirring up chaos
mucking
down
it up
there.
for everybody. Come on, Luke.
There goes the Warden with a shot. Got Ruben, Wallace, and Letestu back here. Sending this, not allowing a shot. Racer comes in. Lays down a little hit. Sends the Blue Jacket to the ice. This is Mass back down here. Wallace backhands it in the direction of Larson. Now Mass has it again. He's looking for Larson just on his left.
Like we had
We're fighting for it down there in the corner. We got a lot of yelling and hooting and hollering. Testu has the puck here. Bumps it down in the corner. Where Huber gathers it back up. Up to Dye. Dye's going to fire it in. Off the goalie. Boomer gets it again. There's a penalty. I believe they're going to call this on Boomer for an elbow of sorts.
Yeah, that's not the. That's tough.
He's talking to the ref about what they're going to have for dinner later. Style of sauce in their pasta. So Huber goes to the box. 1 minute, 30-second penalty. With 2:36 left in the game. Back to the Upward Home Solutions penalty kill for Caps. It's the Agent of Chaos that sent it down into the offensive zone, but it comes right back down to Santan. He's going to sweep it aside to Hughes. At least attempted to. There's a little bit more of a sense of urgency out of the Blue Jackets than the Caps here, Chris. That combination of more organization has led to the result that we're seeing here.
Yeah, Jackets. Oh, this could be one here. Oh, almost.
Yeah, that was a good chance. That was a deflection off the goalie. He didn't possess it. It bounced and sat right in front of the goal for a split second, but we weren't quite in the right position to do anything with it. So that puck's going to come all the way back down for icing.
So full line change here for the Capitals. 36 minutes remaining in the penalty kill. 1:42 remaining on the clock. We'll have Letestu, Wallace, Sunkel, and Barnett try their hand at the penalty kill.
Good little interception there by Sunkel, who had it just for a second. Looked like a similar elbow they were calling us for before, but no call on that one. This is going to be looked like Wallace is trying to set up a screen there for Letestu. Wallace gathering it back up here. We have Barnett matched up against a player that's almost twice his size, but holding his own. Well done by Kalen Barnett back here behind the net. Blue Jackets have it gathered back up again. Good pressure by Racer, but then they bury it. They're burying it up top. Just not our night for the Capitals tonight.
No, Caps obviously spent a lot of time on the penalty kill. We got heavy legs. We got tired lungs. We got a long weekend of hockey to bounce back here. Tonight does not appear it's going to be the Capitals' night. So Racer, Sunkel, and Warden, Mahaffey, and Dye for possibly the last shift of the evening.
Mahaffey. Back behind,
interesting.
Got some hitting going on here. Last 30 seconds, boys just trying to lay it on each other. This is Dye with the puck. He goes down on the ice, but puck is hacked around a little bit in front of the goal, but nothing doing. Icing is waved off. Dye's going to gather it up. See what he decides to do with it. He sends it up in the direction of Mahaffey, and that's going to be the game. So with the time expiring, it's the Capitals going down to the CCYHA Blue Jackets 6-0. Have to shake this one off quickly and move on to the next, Chris.
Yep, so let's go through the schedule here real quick, Tim. We'll be back with you tomorrow, 3:50, Chiller Dublin against the Mercyhurst Junior Lakers. And then 8 a.m., bright and early, Sunday against the Rochester Rattlers.
Bring the mimosas, Chris.
We'll be bringing something.
Hopefully the Capitals will be bringing it. What rate do we have on Sunday? Back at Dublin again?
We are at Dublin all weekend long. This is the unnamed Dublin Jamboree Showcase early season non-tournament tournament. Well, Tim, first time seeing him live. Tough first one to see, but how do you wrap this one up for us?
Well, I think the Caps are definitely on their game last weekend far more than they were today. Today just looked like we were a step behind the entire game. A little bit more of a sense of urgency, like I mentioned before, from the Blue Jackets. Caps were not playing as a full unit, spent too much time in the penalty box. But, hey, it's like we say in sports all the time. You're going to have bad games, you're going to have bad plays. The best athletes, the best teams know how to let go of that and move on to the next one. And I'm confident that's what the Caps will do for tomorrow.
Yep, well said, Tim. I think, again, we got a couple more games this weekend. Thanks for joining us.